What is up, CTC family? Shaka Daniel here, aka Chase That Coin. And today I want to take a look at the overall market health of Bitcoin itself. I want to give my opinion on whether I think it's going to go up or it's going to continue in a downward fashion. I also want to take a look at and give my opinion on the Weiss cryptocurrency ratings, which is a new thing. Okay, I encourage you all to hit like, subscribe, turn on post notifications, and let's get straight into it, guys. Okay, guys. So right here we are on BTC USD. I have been away for a while. Unfortunately, I got the flu and had to go to the hospital. So I was in the hospital for a few days. Fever broke. I'm not totally 100% well right now, but I am well enough to come out here and give my opinion through some content. All right, so BTC has struggled for a while now. All right, so a week ago, I was calling for BTC to stay above the 31 fib. And if it did break, I was calling for a pull down into the gun line. Right now, the gun line is a level that we drew on, I want to say in November 2017. All right. So this is a level that, in my opinion, has been a critical level for the market. All right. Now, BTC did come to this level. All right, pull all the way up, approach the level, push back up, and slam right back into this level. So this level has been tested multiple times previously, and I would not be surprised if it is tested one more time. Do I think it's going to test one more time? I think it's going to personally approach. All right. So what I was calling for within BTC was, from this point, a push up into an upward trending line that I noticed that BTC created a while back. All right. So I was calling for a push up into this trend line and then a rejection away from this trend line into support, or maybe into support down here. Okay. I still personally do think this is going to happen, but as you can see, we did get the push up. We did not get a total test of the trend. All right. So we didn't get the total up move, and we got the rejection. So the push up and the rejection happened a lot quicker than what I thought it was going to happen. All right. But the good thing about this is we have different forms of support. All right. We have BTC approaching a level of support in the gun line, which is at 9,375. Okay, so we had the market actually touch this line, push up, try to approach it, and as you can see, the approach of this line became much more shallow. All right, back here we got an actual touch of the line. We even broke through the line temporarily. But here, as you can see, the dips are becoming shallower and shallower. All right, so starting us off at we're starting to see lower highs and higher lows. Okay, so higher highs and higher lows, excuse me. Okay, so we also do have a bullish crossing of the moving averages on the 4-hour time frame, which can also indicate a continuation of an upward move. Does this mean that we're going to continue upward here? No, it does not necessarily mean that we're going to continue upward, but we can get a continuation of the up move simply because of the higher lows in combination with the crossing of the moving averages, in combination with the fact that this is a critical level of support. All right, between 11,500 and 11,794. All right, this is a critical level of support that I am expecting BTC to push back up above before it plays a little bit sideways. All right, so in my personal opinion, can we go down more from here? Yes, we can. Will we go down more from here? Possibly. If we break the gun line, which is at 9,375, the next stop is, the next stop is around 7,400 or 5,551. All right, so it may drop off a few $1,000s if it closes below the gun line. All right. Now, another situation has been playing out that I have been calling for. Before the launch of any form of futures, CME or CBOE, I was saying that I think that people are going to start to say that the futures market and the different forms of derivatives that are going to be introduced to Bitcoin, people are going to look at them as a form of manipulation to BTC, whether it's true or not. People are going to start saying that. And as we can see lately, people have been saying that exact same thing. You know, the futures prices are manipulating BTC down. Whether that's true or not, you know, that's going to take a little bit of investigation. But it does not matter if it's true or not. It only matters that the people think that. All right. And I also was saying that since the people are going to start to think this, in my opinion, I personally think that this is going to push people towards the altcoin market even more, making the altcoin market separate from BTC a little bit more, and also creating a bullish sentiment towards altcoins while BTC may stay stagnant for a while. So the second part hasn't played out, but I will not be surprised if it does play out. All right. So I've been calling for this, you know, since I think around October 2017. So let's see if that's going to play out. In my personal opinion, I do see that as a thing. You know, people complaining that, you know, Wall Street, you know, even though it's not technically Wall Street, but Wall Street is manipulating the price of Bitcoin down, and the people want a natural grassroots market, and that market is, at least in some people's eyes, the altcoin market. Okay, so that's that, guys. The next thing that we want to talk about really quickly is the Weiss cryptocurrency ratings. This is a new thing. Weiss is a company, and they're known for their valuation of traditional markets. All right, companies in different traditional markets. They do have somewhat of a shady past, I guess you can say. And just because they are more so in the traditional space does not mean that you should take everything that they say to heart. Just like I personally think that people should not be watching CNBC to get their opinions on cryptocurrency, because those guys don't know what they're talking about. But it is good to, you know, to pay attention to it, as far as to get a heads up as where's the hype is going to go, because, you know, people that aren't doing their own research, which is a majority of people in this space, unfortunately, at the time, you know, they're not doing their own research, and they're looking for things like this to form their bias on. Okay. So unfortunately right now I can't pull up the page where they have the ratings at. They're having some kind of technical difficulties. But how they're rating this system is, I think it's an A through E system. So A, B, C, D, or E. None of the slight glance I got to look at the rating system, none of the cryptocurrencies were rated as A's. Now people were kind of upset about this or whatever. And in my opinion, if I look at the coin market cap, you know, and look at just the bigger cryptocurrencies, just to get a, you know, form my bias as far as the whole market, just from looking at it as somewhat of an index, maybe the top 30 or top 40 or whatever. In my opinion, none of those cryptocurrencies would get an A. A lot of them would get B's, very solid B's. And I think a B, or maybe a high B, you know, B plus or something, is as far as we could give these things right now. A lot of them don't have use cases. They don't have products. Most of them, you can do the same thing with them, and that's send them back and forth. That's it. Some fast, others. Okay. So I personally, I cannot give these cryptocurrencies an A rating based off of what they plan to do off of a roadmap or anything. I could give some of them A's as far as the leadership. You know, some of these projects have very solid leadership, and I can give them an A in leadership. But as far as what they plan to do right now, they haven't completed it. They're not close to completing it, so I can't give them an A. So I do agree with Weiss as far as that. Now, some of the ratings were a little, I don't really know how they came up with it, and I have to look a bit deeper. But this is something that I am going to be paying attention to. I encourage you all to not make a bias or, make your picks based off of this, but just to look at it, and you can kind of get a hint of where the hype is going to be in the market. Okay, guys, we're going to wrap this one up. I appreciate having you all here with me. Like I said, I caught the flu and I was really sick. I'm still kind of sick right now. It's kind of hard for me to breathe. But until next time, guys, hit like, subscribe, turn on post notifications. Make sure you guys check the links in the description below to join the Discord, join the Telegram group. We're growing fast. Make sure you guys go over to ChaseThatCoinTrading.com so you can take advantage of the free Excel spreadsheet with live coin market cap data. Also, make sure you grab yourself a membership to the course for Chase That Coin Trading. Mod 2, the advanced series will be out later this week. All right, so be on the lookout for that. And until next time, keep chasing that coin, ladies and gentlemen. Peace.